Hiring managers, one simple way that you can increase your chances of making a long-lasting hire, the right hire, and decrease your chances of turnover and making a bad hire is actually the same advice that I give to candidates during the interview process. So for candidates, I encourage them very strongly to keep the focus on them. And starting out in the interview process, I encourage you, the hiring manager, to keep your focus on the candidate and really get curious and ask questions to better uncover what it is they want in their career moving forward, what it is that drives them, rather than starting the interview process asking about what do you know about the company, why are you interested in this opportunity. First, get to know them, because they're likely going to be, well, hopefully not, and I again really encourage candidates not to do this, but a lot of times candidates will work to try to fit themselves inside of a box of what they think the company, the recruiter, what they think the hiring manager wants, rather than just openly sharing and being themselves. And this creates a missed opportunity for connection, because if they're so in their head focused on what you might want, there's no way for them to be themselves and just openly share. And the reason why I think it is so important for the manager to really try to first gain a better understanding of the candidate, maybe their past experience, if it relates to the role, depending on the role and where they are in their career, but also what they like and feel comfortable with in a company culture, in a leadership style, what it is they truly want to be doing and why. If you work to uncover what drives the candidate, that's going to let you know if they are a potential fit for your opportunity and your company. If instead you jump to why the opportunity is a great fit, if you look at their resume and you feel like, oh, this is a plug and play candidate, I really want this candidate, but what if they're not interviewing for your opportunity for the right reasons? If you want a long-lasting hire, the right hire, their why they're entertaining your opportunity is almost, or if not, I think it's just as, if not more important than what they're looking for. If they're open and or searching, but for a reason that's not a good reason, this is likely going to result in turnover. And I'll give you an example. I had a company reach out to me that wanted to bring me on, and I'm happy working for myself, so I wasn't looking, but because of my respect and regard, I've had this happen a few different times, which I really appreciate. It means a lot to me. It lets me know I'm bringing value to these companies that I'm recruiting for. But I've had a few ask me if I'm interested in coming in-house. And while I would entertain and engage in the initial conversations to at least learn about it, to see if we might be able to come to some kind of mutually beneficial agreement, they didn't ask me what I wanted. They didn't dig into, they jumped right into the opportunity, what it would look like, and what they could offer me, without first trying to uncover what I want. So if I'm not self-aware as a candidate, I could just lead with, oh, this feels good to be wanted, this is security, let me go ahead and take this. And then 6 to 12 months down the line realize, actually this is not in line, it's not in accordance with what I really want. Right? So I'm really strong in that, in being aware of what is important to me and what drives me. I mean, of course I am, because I coach my clients on that, to get curious about what you want and why. And that's both for candidates and career coaching clients that are trying to discern their direction. But also this is really important for hiring managers too. But before you jump into, so you're gonna, of course, at the start of the interview process, know what you want in a candidate and why. But before you, I'm going to even say waste, or maybe I shouldn't say waste, before you invest your time in going through a longer interview process, a second, a third, maybe fourth interview with a candidate, first uncover what they want. Now, hopefully uncover what the candidate wants. Now, hopefully your recruiter is doing this, and then they're only hopefully presenting you candidates where it seems like it's a good potential fit. But again, there's an interview process for a reason. So sometimes, we have that initial conversation with the candidate. We like their energy, we like their personality, for the company culture, we like their background, but we still need to take the candidate through a series of steps to give them an opportunity to demonstrate that they really want the role. But for you hiring managers, to use your time effectively and efficiently, I think it's a good tactic and strategy in your early conversations with the candidate, rather than jumping into, here's what we have, here's why I think you'd be a fit, or tell me why we're talking today. ask them, dig into what drives them, what is important to them, because what's important to them could fit in with different types of companies, different types of opportunities, and they also need to be figuring out, if your opportunity is the right fit for them. But to save time and be more efficient, keep your focus in those initial conversations and even throughout on the candidate. And I always like to say the interview process should be like dating. The candidate should, if they have their priorities straight, should not be all gung-ho about your opportunity with the first interview. You might know that your company is awesome and great, but not everything is for everyone. So they're going to need time to discern if it's a right fit or not. But what's a right fit with your company. So just by asking some, digging in a bit more, getting really curious, asking some questions to the candidate to help you better understand what they want, that's going to save everybody time, because you can come away from that conversation if you gain a better understanding of what they want, and that's not what we have here. This candidate's not going to, they might have a great background, a great personality, you might want them, but if the opportunity in the company is not going to be what they want long term, well then you just saved yourself and other folks in the hiring process, interview process, a lot of time. So you can secure a lasting hire. You can more likely secure a lasting hire by remembering to keep your focus on the candidate. I hope that helps. If you liked the video and got some value from the content, I invite you to like and subscribe to the channel, and that way you can stay updated on my next video. And of course, you can check out my book for more tips, Ready, Set, Recruit, the Hiring Manager's Guide to Recruiting with Confidence.